Hey, thanks for tuning into the Kokomo Press Podcast. This is Michael Howard, and I will not be wearing this hat during the episode.
Warning, this video contains adult content not suitable for children.
What's up? You've tuned into the Kokomo Press Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Grainger, and we are fresh off of the Slugfest Roast Battle last night. It was wild. I have a great panel of comedians in the house today. My co-host this beautiful morning, because it's going to be Monday morning, is the great Sean D. Give it up for Sean D in the house.
How we doing?
He's funny. We all feel like we need to hear it. And of course, you've seen him many times on the podcast. He's a very funny guy. He just killed it in Lafayette twice. I don't care what he says. You can't get away with not saying you didn't kill it, ladies and gentlemen. They're very funny. Michael Howard. And our champion from last night, we gotta talk about. We're gonna have to address it. Our first ever Slugfest champion, roast battle champion, ladies and gentlemen, in the house, Kaleb Sample, aka OddUnique.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Thank you for having me.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey, Kaleb Sample here, coming to you live from Outhouse Records shop. I just won the fucking Slugfest Championship battle, the first ever fucking belt. What the fuck do you know, dude? Thanks to everybody who came out tonight, man. Shout out to Kokomo Press and shout out to Outhouse Records for allowing this to happen. And anybody else, anybody, and I mean fucking anybody, who's got a belt out there that wants to slug this shit down, well, I'm ready to fucking go. I'm ready to get out there and I'm ready to start roasting shit around. Shout out to everybody that made it out tonight, and thank you guys, man. Much love. Peace.
And thank you guys so much for being here. That is the panel. All right. The crowd sounds the same every time. I don't know why.
Scared me a little bit, though, last night. The way BDR had that belt on, I'm like, I was thankful there was no barbershop mirrors around because he was going to throw somebody through it. Like, Caleb won. I'm like, great. This is going to be the end of it. Watch it. Wait till Harvest Fest. He's going to turn heel on you.
I think that was the hardest part about doing a roast battle with and getting a belt together. Obviously, it's a pretty janky belt. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty janky. We needed something.
I think it's perfect.
It's outhouse worthy.
There you go. So I don't know if you can tell, but it is in the shape of the Intercontinental title in the WWE because I just bought one from like the store and then I put like a gold what is it called, fucking
sticker,
vinyl, adhesive vinyl on there, and then Courtney actually printed out the words and stuff in the outhouse, and then I just put some stickers. But anyway, I was like, we need something because somebody's not going to walk away with nothing. But when we sat down and we were like, hey, let's do this roast battle, I was like, well, I got to do a podcast the next day. It's going to be tough. But in my head I was like, I'm going to book two guys, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure they have a pretty good chance of winning this whole thing. And it was you, Kaleb, and it was you, Michael. And honestly,
never roasted before.
And what happened? Who was one and who was two? Like 1 and 2, you guys are neck and neck. And if it was a crowd decision at the end,
if my friends and family cared about me, they would have been there to support me. But go fuck yourselves.
Yeah. But Michael fucking probably, honestly, the crazy thing is between the two of you, you guys probably did have the two best sets of the night. Like, you guys had some
everybody had me laughing, though.
Oh, dude. It was really funny.
I thought everybody did really well. I thought everybody had some really good jokes. There were some nice stingers in there last night. Honestly, and everybody walked away with no feelings hurt, so it was a success.
A little bitter. Maybe it felt like maybe towards the wrong people at first, but it was definitely, when I sat down and thought about it, it was definitely, like I said, all the people that never show up.
To all the people that never show up for me.
But it's all right.
Pull that mic down a little bit. I want you to get comfortable. You look a little uncomfortable right now. As the champ, I need you to be. Yeah, pull the whole thing towards you.
Pocket stand on
from the back. Pull that whole thing and then lift it up. There you go. I just want you to be able to sit back and be comfortable. Man, I'm a little worried. I need the champ to be comfortable. We need the champ.
There.
You're looking less like the champ and more like the chomp.
Oh, dang! I thought it was over.
I thought we were.
I didn't come with. We were. We doing 7 right now?
Yeah, we actually all decided before you got here that we were going to take your belt by roasting you.
Yeah, right now. Now it's my friend. I got to defend it immediately.
I stayed up all night, and guess what? You know who I have? I can just call him on the phone right now. Well, within hours. One of the inmates that you caught fucking. And they have a different side of the story, Caleb.
You know what? The joke is, I've got his number.
Yeah.
You don't have to call him. I'll call him myself.
See, that's a funny bit because, like, so Michael, you've been doing you're probably the longest tenured comic in this room. I know you kind of don't look at it like that because you started in 2012.
It
way
was
before
like
that.
9.
2009.
I did it like 9, 10, and maybe a little bit in 11, and then I stopped doing it.
And then you just came back to it recently, yeah. So it's one of those things when people ask you how long you've been doing comedy, because Brian always like, I don't want to say, because he technically did it like when you were doing it, like you guys were doing it. He's like, but that doesn't really count, and it's like,
hey, but listen, I was saying some of those same jokes that I did 15 years ago last night at the pool, and the people were laughing.
Yeah,
they're like, why don't you throw those back into your set? I'm like, they're 15 years old. And
that's something Sean and I've talked about, is going back to jokes we wrote in the beginning and like kind of like punching them up.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I'm doing right now. That and telling stories from my life.
Yeah. You had a great set last night too, Sean. Like you were absolutely fantastic. I figured in my head, I was like, we've got a lot of great roasters. I know Devon has like a history of being like a roast champion at Crackers, so we threw the best writer we could at him, which was Sean D, and he ended up pulling yours out.
As I say, I think Sean won with that last joke.
Oh yeah,
Zach's not in the photo, is he?
No, he didn't. So this is a photo from last. Let me pull that up for people to see. This is from last night. This is the group. The only person not in there is Zach Hughes. He ended up dipping a little earlier.
No,
also,
I know why. It's because he really is secretly a little boy, and like once he gets past a certain time, he grows back into. That's why he never changes. That's why he always looks like he wears stuff.
He's Minderella. He turns after midnight. He turns back into a real boy.
You can't feed him.
He actually told me Friday he was at a wedding in Tennessee and woke up hungover and drove to Kokomo to do.
Oh shit,
roast.
That's pretty lit then. Well, thank you to the great man Zach for coming out and doing that.
Thank you, Zach, all the way from Tennessee. Adam, where is that wedding again?
Yeah. Noblesville. Yeah, we're gonna give him shit. Well, let me start with a little bit. Like, we did have the roast battle last night. It was a great time. We crowned our first ever Slugfest champion, which it was named Slugfest because Harvest Fest, and I was like, we'll do a Slugfest. They have a really cool Indianapolis league called a Slight Night that's run by Kevin King. He was supposed to be a judge last night and ended up having to drop off. No big deal. It happens. I've dropped off shows that he's run, so I can't say anything. I dropped off a show at Helium because we did our open mic at Highmark. Brian and I both dropped off that. But Sean and I have competed in Slight Night. We've both been a part of it. Sean, I'm sure is aching to get back in there at some point because I feel like he went against Brandon Stetler, and that was a close one. Brandon won with a rebuttal or a joke about his voice, which Devon almost got you with that one last night.
Man,
I had rebuttals ready.
Yeah, you were. What was his joke? Do you remember what it was
last time? It was a nut. Well, it threw me off because we were like talking beforehand because I just wanted to make sure because I said some things that
the last joke was the one that I was worried about. We talked about it beforehand.
I think the joke that I made about his ex-wife surprised him too because his face kind of went,
"Oh shit!"
And I was like,
"You know me too well."
So I was nervous about him, so I talked to him before, and he was like, "Nothing's off limits. You're cool." But he told me, I was like, "Yeah, I know you're gonna say a joke about me being fat or my voice sounding gay." Yeah. Actually, I don't have any of that. And then he did it, and I was like,
well, it was a good joke. If something along the line, I don't remember what the big
body of a something and then
and the voice of Elmo.
Yeah.
Don't tickle me, Elmo. I think it was like a body of
a
Cookie Monster. Or what was it?
It wasn't professional wrestler, was it?
No, I think it was Cookie Monster.
Yeah, was it? It might. I don't know. Well, the good news is I am going to go through the footage. We've just kind of looked at a little bit before you got here, Michael. I just wanted to make sure it looked good. It looks good. Right? It looks actually really good.
It looks really good. I'm super excited.
I was worried about the lighting on the stage not showing the judges well enough, but actually it looks really good. And I have the second angle from that. I know it got obscured at some point because I pushed it up too far. I should have pushed it back. I had to fix a couple things. I know when Zach's so tall, and there's that one speaker that he kept like kind of hiding behind the speaker every once in a while where you couldn't see him. But I'll end up trying to make that look as good as possible. But honestly, of the night we had Zach Hughes versus Kaleb Meek.
Woo.
The winner of that battle was Kaleb Meek, who did great. He was freaking great. The next one was Adam Garner versus Crystal Evans. Adam Garner won that one. It was a good one. Then we had Kaleb versus Brandon Stetler, which honestly, you kicked his butt. He did great though. He did a really good job.
He did. He just needed to say something that wasn't about me being half black.
He went to the well one too many times.
Yeah, he did.
I've seen that happen. I watched it in Slight Night with Evan in the championship with Evan Ham when he was going against Maya. He did fat too many times, and everybody was like starting to get to the point where it's like, ooh, this seems. It gets mean if you hit the well too. It starts to get like people start being like, can we think of something else? Like when I write, it's funny because I'll show you guys when I wrote my jokes for Brian, because obviously I want to get. Okay, let me fix. So you beat Brandon. Michael versus Pierce. Michael beat Pierce with a hilarious bit about the sink, which if you've seen the photo, that's why the sink's there.
Yeah, I cannot wait till the video's online.
Pierce didn't even tell his seventh joke. He said, just give it to Michael.
Yeah, just give it to Michael. Well, you let that. He said, let that sink in. Yeah. Which is a hilarious callback to one of his. Oh yeah,
jokes. I did two of his jokes, and then I did a couple like
specific references.
But I had to take a couple things out.
Yeah.
Like that Dragon Ball Z though, like I knew that, I knew even if the crowd wasn't gonna be for it,
it's gonna hit him.
Like that was to him. That was
targeted
only
strike.
to him. Yeah, I don't care if the audience won. I needed it.
And then the last two battles were Sean versus Devon, which Sean won that one.
Sean and Devon.
And then myself versus Brian, which was a 2-2. Went to the crowd. Crowd picked Brian. But I think honestly, Brian had some really good jokes, and he had some good props. He did,
man. I know
he did. You guys and your damn props.
I'm from
the only reason I gave Brian the edge to you is because he brought up you fucking his wife first. If you would have got to it first,
but I didn't fuck his wife. See, that's the funny thing. See, when we did it in Indy, I told him, I'm like, you're gonna tell everybody I banged your wife, but I didn't bang your wife. I did it. It was like,
we made love.
It's like that never happened. It's like it was in high school. It was like some hand stuff. It wasn't that serious. We kissed a little bit. I was like, and it was like one day. It wasn't even like we were both little fucking horny high schoolers for a day.
For a day. I mean,
for a day.
Well, together for.
I don't know. I'm always going to stand by that joke, which is the Brian and I have been writing partners for 10 years. We may share a comedic fate, but we know we both share a destiny.
No,
that's a good joke.
Good. That was really
good. The wordplay is what I'm good at, and I'm like, nobody appreciates the wordplay. God damn it! It's just me. No, I'm just kidding.
Appreciate.
But if you see, like, I put for every joke I did for Brian, I put like a brother, Mexican actor, because in my head I'm like, if you do that, then you don't go to the same well where it's like half black.
Yeah.
I was waiting for one of you and Brandon, and I mean, how far are we into this podcast? So I don't get 13 minutes. We're good. I was waiting for one of you or Brandon to be like, we were both a product of Grape, and because I was like, I didn't even think about that when we ended up putting you guys together, but I was like, this should be an interesting. And you did make it. You made a reference to it at one point.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
No, I made it at the end of the night, so I tried not to say anything about it.
You said one of them on stage.
Did I?
You made a reference because you're like, well, it was a group effort.
Oh yeah, that's right. No.
Everybody was like, oh shit.
No, I think that my goal was kind of the same thing. Like, I wanted to make sure I wrote something different. I don't know Brandon in his personal life, so I only have like the little video he's posted of him being in the roast against Sean, or like his comedic things that he does online. So like, I wanted to make sure I felt like I was hitting one of those each.
Yeah.
I didn't want to just talk about him being a radio host. I didn't want to just talk about him being gay. It just felt like that would be. I wanted to hit everything that I felt like I could hit.
I thought like, as far as like not going to the same subject, you did a good job. Yeah, I mean, everybody in this room did a pretty good job. Sean did hit Hogwarts a couple times. Let's give him shit for that.
They were here for 7 years.
I had a wrestling joke and I cut it day of, so I needed a new joke, and that doesn't have the nose for comedy. He's like Voldemort joke. It just came to me. I was like, all right, I'll use it.
You can tell that Sean's been like, he's been around the roast battle scene. He's seen a lot of them, because a lot of the roast battles are people making fun of them for being a bad stand-up. So you did that a couple times, and a lot of people like in the small roast battle leagues that I've seen, like in Indy and here, like people don't really make fun of the comedy except for people that know roast battles. So I thought that was interesting. I thought the one thing I will say in this room is we have 3 winners of their battles and 1 loser, and I am the loser of my battle. But I will say, at the end of it, I looked at all the, we were tallying up the votes at the end of the night, and obviously, like, you two tied for 7-7. That's what we didn't have a huge crowd, but we had a decent crowd in there. And then Sean, you had votes. Brian had votes. Brian got 3rd, I think, technically. I was the only loser of the night that actually got overall votes. It was pretty cool. I'll give myself a little pat.
And to the 2 dumbasses that didn't fill out, hey, you should fill it out all the way next time.
Yeah, I think they might have had one of the cutoff ones where you could kind of not see the line, but you're right. There was the other part of it. Like, I told Courtney when because those ballots were cute. Like, they were good. Maddie and Courtney made them.
Maddie and Courtney,
they did a great job.
Thank you for everything. Thanks for having us last night.
Oh yeah,
the party was great too.
100%.
Yeah,
the
messy.
slushies were pretty good.
they had like liquor slushies.
Yeah,
like I hope they do that every time, dude.
No, I had a couple of those. They're definitely good.
I want multiple flavors. Give me like a grape flavor.
Yeah, they switched it up halfway through, right? Because I thought it was blue and then it was purple the second.
Yeah,
time.
I got one of each. I got
like
a blue and a purple.
cranberry something or other.
You're half black. You had to get purple.
I had to at least try one of the grape ones. Come on.
That's all. I mean, but honestly, it was a really fucking fun show. I appreciate you guys, hell out of you guys.
People loved it, man. Just watching everybody,
the reactions of all the people, you could tell that the people that didn't show. I will say this: you brought up a really good point on. You want to talk about what you talked about on your Facebook today? What you posted? Like, people need to fucking come out.
Yeah, they really need to, especially don't like the stuff or don't hit us up like a week after and be, oh man, sorry about that, support local, like we're really doing a fun thing, and this was a fundraiser to help fund a free event.
Yeah, Harvest Fest.
Yeah, Harvest Fest. So what, 17 comedians, 6 or 7 bands. It's all free. It's an all-day event. I tell you, last year that's like the most fun, national,
it was just so much
I've
fun.
ever been to. Yeah. Oh, the camaraderie.
It's like the greatest. It's like I tell people, I'm like, I know that if you haven't been there, which we've all been there, we've all been a part of it in different ways. I bought a painting from you, a couple paintings from you one year, but that was like one of the first times I ever met you, Kaleb.
Yeah, I've paid my bills by going out to Harvest Fest and being a vendor. Like, for real. Like, it's helped pay my bills.
Sean, you've done comedy every year we've done it there. So you've been there. Michael, you did it last year. This is your first year doing comedy, and you're rapping on stage. Like,
this will be my second time performing music and my first time doing comedy at Harvest Fest.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I forgot you did do it a few years ago, right?
Yep. Yeah, I rapped. Somebody dropped off, and I was there.
And they're like, "You want to do it?"
Yeah.
So I went there and did like a little set.
Yeah, Brandon Stetler, which is crazy. Somebody dropped. Yeah, exactly. Like you said,
Greg Lindbergh, I think.
Yeah, he got sick the day of, and I told Brandon, he was like, "Man, I wish I could have got on the show." I was like, "If you show up, I bet there's a possibility somebody's going to drop off," and I was absolutely correct, and it happened. But I'll tell you this: every single year, I tell it's free. It's like the best hang you'll ever have. It's like all the funny people, all the talented people. There's vendors, there's food. We've gotten food. We hadn't have food
on shoulders.
Last
it's
year's
because
the food
people are drunk and accidentally miss their mouth.
I will say one thing though about Harvest Fest. I do love it, but to quote Dave Chappelle, better not bring your kids.
Yeah, don't bring your kids out.
Don't bring your kids.
Yeah, I mean, it's
unless the kids are of age, like 21 or older, you should come out.
18 and up.
My kid asks to go every year, and I'm always like, man, you're 15. He's bigger than everybody, but no, you're still too young.
Yeah.
But it's just fun.
There's just so many, it's a great place. There's not anything bad that's going to happen, but you fucking need to be older.
Yeah,
before you're just coming out and hanging out with a bunch of adults, man.
It's adults drinking. It's adult, subject matters. I mean, it's technically all ages. Like, if you want to bring your kids, you absolutely can. There is some camping area, but I'm telling you, you're not going to want to because of the type of festival it is. Like, think of, the Legion of Skank, like Skankfest, and the Gathering, but, take that and, just
remove
make it...
the face paint.
Make it more community-oriented and less, group over... It's, more community-oriented.
Yeah, not so much piss-filled water guns. There's
no poop dollars, There's no poop dollar. Poop dollars. Messi talked about that it was funny because it's been on every podcast about the Gathering. It's been on, and Messi talked about it on stage, and I'm like, man, I've heard this poop dollar thing so many times. But I remember seeing that on Workaholics. Do you guys remember poop dollar from Workaholics?
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was a Gathering thing. I don't know which was the chicken, which is the egg. Who was first there. But it's very interesting. People wipe their ass with a dollar, throw it on the ground, then somebody picks up, they're like, poop dollar. That's the bit. But
oh, you mean the Mighty Ducks?
Yeah.
When they fucking put the shit in the...
there you go. They did too. Yeah.
That was Mighty Ducks.
Poop dollar! Yeah. Hey, ripping off the Mighty Ducks. Watch out, Disney's coming for you.
This is the second Mighty Ducks reference in the last month. I love it. Yeah, we've got some... This podcast is getting good.
Together.
Yeah. When the rooster's in the barn and the cows are turning circles in the pasture.
It's like... Somebody check to make sure that kid's not drinking.
Yeah.
And then the ducks will fly together. I did watch that TV show, though. It
How'd you feel about
bad. It was just one of those things. They threw a lot of nostalgia into it. I just hate that they kind of totally erased it.
Yeah.
It's not the Mighty Ducks.
But no, it was. It was, I thought. It's just I think there's some stuff happened in the second season where Emilio Estevez didn't show back up. I think it was COVID stuff and this and that. And
COVID ruined a lot of good shows. I mean, WandaVision, they had really great ideas for that. That show ended up being good. I actually liked the show, but it could have been way better. They were supposed to have Doctor Strange in it, and it was supposed to be wild. We do have some type of correction from last podcast, I think, or the podcast before, that you were like concerned with. What was the correction?
Paul Dano was in a romantic comedy. Now, I know you said not since he's been like a famous actor, but he was in The Girl Next Door.
Yeah, which is a great movie. I love that movie. What's the Elisha? What's her name? Elisha
Cuthbert or something.
Yeah, dude, she was so dude hot as.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? She was one of the kids on Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Well, she was a kid, so I don't really.
The later seasons. I'm not counting like attractiveness. I'm just saying that she's
Brian
been in.
Count it.
We're good. Brian would count it. Yeah, that's also a throwback.
Yeah, the only thing I'll remember from it is I'm all wet. Can I come in? Good Lord,
dude. Yeah, that movie was great. Yeah, and he did like a Little Miss Sunshine, and he was in the Batman.
Little Miss Sunshine is one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's so sad.
Good.
I saw the band that did the music for that Devotchka. Oh my God, what an experience!
There was something about Steve Carell movies, and I mean, I know it's not just him in that movie. There's a lot of people in that movie, but Steve Carell movies, like the music is always kind of. Did you guys ever watch Dan in Real Life?
Oh, I love Dan in Real Life.
The music,
the scene where they're singing during the talent show.
Yeah.
Oh man,
there's so many. Let my love open the door. Yeah, it's fucking. Dane Cook's in it randomly, which is awesome. Plays his brother, who's an asshole, kind of. Yeah, it's just that was just a great film. I still love that.
He plays a good bad guy too, Steve Carell.
Oh yeah,
in the movie The Way Back.
Oh shit,
he's a bad guy, man. He's a piece of crap.
Well, he played the coach in Foxcatcher, I think it's called.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Too. He's got phenomenal range. Like,
I can't remember what movie it was, but there's a movie that Jason Bateman plays a bad guy, and he plays it so good. The guy that's he's in Hancock. He's like Hancock's handler. That's how I always think of him.
Teen Wolf too.
Ozark. I think he's in Ozark.
Yeah. He's been in bad, horrible bosses. Yeah, he's just funny.
Yes,
he's just a funny dude.
He plays a bad guy in a movie, like actual like piece of shit asshole, like cheating on his wife, husband, and it is crazy. Like just to see him in that role, because he usually plays some like lighthearted,
lovable kind of like smart alecky.
It wasn't The Gift where he's like where the guy
he's like making fun of that guy the whole time.
His bully. I watched that movie once and I was so unsettled by him. Like I can't watch it.
No,
ever
seriously,
again.
It makes you feel uncomfortable. You're like, is Jason Bateman like really like this?
Coming from somebody that's watched The Human Centipede 2 multiple times.
Well, let's get into that, because like the funny thing about Jason Bateman, this is like a weird. I know it's a kind of a weird segue into something, but I read something recently called like the top podcasters, the 44 most powerful players in podcasting. You guys heard about this?
Okay.
So, it was the Hollywood Reporter put it out. It's got all kinds of different people in it, and just from the photo, they has a podcast with Will Arnett and Sean Hayes from the old. You can kind of see him over here a little bit. You see him, but they have a podcast together that people love. I can't remember the name of it right now, but they're one of the players. Obviously with Leslie Knope. I call her Leslie Knope, even though her name is
Amy Poehler.
Joe Budden. You guys have all like podcasts, right? You guys all like listen to different. Do you guys have a particular like big podcast you're into? Like anything in particular that you guys watch? Because I'll go first. Like Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is my favorite podcast. I like watching a little bit of Tiger Belly. I'm not even a big fan of Bad Friends as much as I am Tiger Belly. I like Bobby Lee more than I do
too. I think that they're. I think me personally, like, and it's really because I really like watching basketball content. I'm into 7 a.m. in Brooklyn, which is like Carmelo Anthony's podcast. Just the way that he talks about basketball, I like it.
Club 520.
Yeah,
5:20 in the morning. I watch those guys. Jeff Teague. What about you, Sean?
We did a full episode on this one.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I consume is comedy podcasts, and I've started going into different different subject matter of podcasts, like actors talking about acting.
The Roundtable, the Hollywood Reporter Roundtable.
That one is so good.
I think it's Hollywood Reporter.
The Roundtable is so good. I love just seeing all the different actors like talks perspective like that when it comes to roles, and because you do get like comedic and like action and just and even like because there's one where there's Will Smith, it's like Jamie Foxx and somebody else is sitting at the table, and like you get a few guys that have this like such a comedic presence and action presence, and the way that they can like talk about it with each other, it was just crazy.
Even though I'm an action star, I'm still gonna act bizarre. What about you? Do you have any? You kind of work in a place where you can't really watch podcasts. Where like started listening to podcasts.
Honestly, I've been like putting on the Kokomo Press podcast when I've been like sweeping theaters and stuff.
Plug. I like that.
I do, and then Outhouse, but I do I do the wrestling podcast honestly more, but I haven't been listening to a lot of podcasts lately. But I love even though they get a lot of hate sometimes, I do like Conan and Disco Inferno on the Keeping It 100. I don't know, they got a funny perspective, and I don't know. I think they just get shit sometimes. And anybody that says the Disco Inferno wasn't over back in the day, like. I mean, I remember, man. Like,
I remember he was good.
Everybody was doing the Disco Inferno dance. All the kids liked him in school. I remember it.
It was lighthearted, man. Not every wrestling gimmick needs to be like wealth, like needs to be like, oh, so cool. Like, it doesn't need to be cool. Like, not everything has to be Stone Cold and The Rock. Like, some things could be goofy, like Dink and Doink. Everybody loved the fucking clowns. Everybody loved who else is goofy? Like, I mean, Kurt Angle started goofy.
R-Truth.
Sergeant Slaughter is kind of goofy. Like he's a seriously goofy dude. Like, I always thought Sergeant Slaughter
Honky Tonk Man.
Yes,
Honky Tonk Man. Like, fucking,
he's a goofball.
Jeff Jarrett was a goof. Like, I mean, I know he's a great wrestler, but he also was a goof at the. I mean, when he come out with that fucking with Deborah and the guitar all the time.
Puppies this and
what was it?
Gold Dust is one that was goofy in the beginning.
When Test was with Stacy Keibler and they were doing like the whole like sex thing all the time. Like, he'd always be coming out in like robes and shit. Like,
dude, who's your favorite diva though?
Diva? If we're going diva, I mean,
like classic. I had to say classic because I don't really know any of the new ones.
I did love Stacy Keibler.
Stacy Keibler.
She had legs and she knew how to use them.
What was her name? Mickey
James.
Yeah.
I did like
Alita for me.
Who was it?
Alita.
Okay. She's too unfaithful for my life.
I'm gonna throw out Trish Stratus because Trish Stratus was awesome. I don't like Vic Fakers to this day, but that's kind of her
can
fault.
I just talk real though about Luna Vachon?
Oh yeah, Luna. I love Luna.
Some of those great wrestlers that that didn't get
China. I thought China was great. I love China.
One of my favorites growing up. I just thought she was a cool wrestler. Like, it wasn't like a female or male thing. She was just cool. Sable was a cool.
Oh God, Sable. Yeah, she's in prison right now. Where doesn't she? Oh no, she's married to Brock Lesnar.
And the greatest of all time, Mae Young, of course. Obviously, Mae Young.
She was
the
fun.
things that she did as an old lady, like that thing, the bump she took,
stunner.
Like the Bubba Dudley. That was
hearing
crazy.
the conversation. She's like, "Don't you go easy on me."
Yeah.
You pussy. It's like, oh my God.
And he said she farted in his face.
You went to wrestling, buddy. This is going to be a long discussion.
No, I like old school stuff. I was into. I like the newer stuff. I don't really know
the
about.
Attitude Era.
Yeah, the Attitude Era.
I saw you're a fan of Kurt Angle. So
Kurt Angle's my favorite.
He was in Lafayette yesterday.
Fuck. Damn it. Well, I was waiting to do a roast. I could have been down there.
I missed him again.
He's just Kurt Angle. I loved him because when he came in, he helped legitimize that little. When you get like an actual like Olympic champion to like wrestle, and then like he's also because you notice like a lot of those wrestlers like Brock Lesnar, like he's not interesting. Like Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman was interesting.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar was a great wrestler, and it was.
But he wears a cowboy hat now.
I know, right? But then, like somebody like Kurt Angle being from the Olympic and being an athlete in that way, but also having the real charisma. Like I know it's intensity, integrity, and intelligence, but that charisma he had.
Now Brock Lesnar, I mean, I guess I don't know. He was a wrestler. He's a amateur wrestler.
Was it Iowa State?
I couldn't tell you that.
I think it might be Iowa State. He was. Maybe I'm wrong.
I couldn't beat his daughter up. I do know that. Jeez,
that was a big. Have you seen that video of her in the bathing suit and then guys looking and it's like, and then all of a sudden it cuts to Brock Lesnar about to kill. I'm like, I'd be running away.
Yeah, Brock
Lesnar
actually, dude. He's like Brock Lesnar gives Aaron Hernandez vibes.
So he's gay.
Yeah.
How dare you? Well, you did have an Aaron Hernandez joke last night, which was the one risky one that I was like,
I know. I sent it to you.
Glad you did it.
I sent it to you and Brian, and Brian said this is gonna crush, and you said I don't know if I'd use hanging
because the joke was about hanging, and you're doing it to a black man. I was like, I'd be a little scared to do that one.
But then after that you said, but I don't know, it'll probably kill.
That's the truth.
Honestly, I just pictured him just going to jail a bunch of times.
I didn't.
Well, but he said Epstein and Hernandez, didn't they both hang themselves in their cells?
Yeah.
And that's why he said hanging out with in jail like them.
But I honestly didn't even think about that part when I thought about it. just was like, damn, that's fucking.
It might be the difference between reading a joke and hearing a joke. Because like when you hear a joke, you pick out certain words, but when you read it, you certain things get highlighted. So when he sent it to me, I read it. So that might be why I highlighted that.
Yeah, and you did the same thing to me, Sean. Because Sean Taylor to me, he's like, look, I kind of got to black check this. You think it's gonna be cool? It's like, no,
we only let him read half of it though.
He did not say black check, did you?
I made that part up.
But that's good. I like black check. That's a good one.
But that's what I was doing.
Hell yeah, man.
It's a Disney movie,
I can't
right?
bet this to many other people, bro. I need to make sure it's clear.
Can I get your better half to look at this? No, I mean, honestly, I had such a great time. Slugfest Champion in the house over here. We're hanging out with the man and the runner-up who, honestly, based off the set, if we did it just based off sets, I think you probably had the better set. If we're being honest, like you had your set was great.
I like your set more. I like yours and Brian's set more than my own.
What about an invasion angle?
An invasion angle?
About some of the
take over. And
what if we go? What if we make some Kokomo Press World?
Yeah.
KWO.
And then just storm into somebody else's slight night.
Well, he did say we need to do a Raw and SmackDown thing, so that might be something in the future.
I'm down. Listen, I'm down.
I think this is something we might try to do from time to time and just like make it into a little bit of a league and fuck around and like with you being the champion and you being the.
What about doing like things with like teams and stuff too? How fun would that be?
Interesting. So we have I don't want to drop it on here because we would never put it out, but we do have an idea for the next type of roast that's not going to be a roast. So we've done the roast of Brian Allen West. We did a roast battle. Well, the next one we have a whole different. It's a roast, but it's a whole different angle. Ooh. And I'll tell you guys off air. You guys get to be one of those people that's on the podcast and know something off air.
Nice. You know what I mean? That's a fun thing. Yeah.
But we're not
exclusive.
If you remember, tell me afterwards and I'll let you guys know. But yeah, it's an idea that we're gonna do that's a very cool type of show. It's a different type of roast, but I think it's very similar but different. So I'm excited, man. I was very happy that it did come down to like you two in the end because I really thought of all the people that have never roasted in a battle before, you two were gonna come out. And I just like feeling like Nostradamus over here. I'm Rostradamus over here, dude. I saw it coming. All right. I saw it coming. My eye. But then last night, 3 out of 4 of us in the room, not you, your brother did. We all ended up over at Courtney's mom's house in her pool at midnight.
It was fun. Before we go into that, hey, thanks to Seth the Mountain for donating all that money yesterday.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Shout out Seth, man.
Thank you, Seth, bro.
He was a great. We had Seth the Mountain judging, we had Messi Gravis judging, we had Maddie Kroll, and then we had Courtney judging. They all did great. And then the BDR hosting. Oh my god,
he did a good job.
Loved the interaction between the judges, and
talking shit to each other,
and everybody.
Yeah, Seth like almost got himself in trouble a couple times, and that you reacting to him was so funny.
Yeah. I was like, somebody take it.
And then he did it, and then he finished it. And you're like, God damn it, I knew it was coming. I was like, here it goes. No, dude, it was just such a fun night. It felt like, even though we were all roasting each other and kind of being a little mean, it still felt like very loving in the room. Like everybody was real happy. Fucking Crystal bought baked goods that were delicious.
They were so good.
I mean, it just felt like the room was fun, and then we had a lot of great people hang out last night. I saw E-Rock there last night.
Yeah, well, I try to tell all my rap friends, I was like, if you don't show up, I'm never booking you again.
Hell yeah! I love strong arm. That's how we got to do that. I will never. Yeah, I guess you did. You kind of did it today.
Well, I guess I didn't do it. I guess me just
he had the foresight. He had the foresight to see it coming. He's like, I got to get these motherfuckers to come out.
Yeah.
Well, I think that camaraderie last night and everything, it speaks to the community you and Brian have built.
Hey man, I appreciate that. I know I speak on behalf of me and Brian, and I would say it's like, honestly, without the good people, like seriously, like having you. Because like the joke all the time is Brian and I have been doing comedy longer than Sean, but if we're being honest, Sean's been way more consistent, so you can see it in his writing, and there's a reason why he's so fucking good at what he does. Because Brian and I have kind of went in and out of it, you know what I mean? I know you kind of had that same thing where I just recently felt like this last year and a half since we've been doing the open mic is the first time I feel like I've been consistent with it. I've written. I've done jokes on our page. I've done skits, and I've written comedy, and we've done. For a while there, we were just doing comedy sets without any open mic. which you guys know is insane. It's an insane idea to do. You might be funny, or you might get up there and just be looking at a crowd staring back at you like 50 sets of eyes.
Hi, it's Sean D. If you enjoy the Kokomo Press Podcast, you should come out to the open mic at the Highmark. That is 3840 South LaFountain Street in Kokomo, Indiana. We do 15 spots on every open mic. You could sign up on the page. You could sign up there. Sign up start at 7:30. Show is always at 8. You'll see people like Michael Howard, Brian Allen West, Jordan Grainger, myself, and you'll also see people from all over Indiana, and we've even had people come from further. Please come out, check out the open mic. If you feel like trying out comedy, this is the place for you. Thanks, guys.
What the fuck is this? What are you doing? You suck. You fucking suck. And then the whole time you just hate it. So I'm so thankful for this open mic and the good people that we have going on. But anyway, Slugfest will be back. We will be bringing that back. But until then, make sure you guys get ready to come out to Harvest Fest, because that's really the reason why we did it, is Harvest Fest. We've got bands, we've got music, we've got food, we've got vendors, we've got everything. Free admission, camping, music, comedy, art vendors, food, like literally everything you could ever want. That's October 4th.
Those burgers too.
Yeah, those, dude.
Burgers last year were crazy.
Dude, Allie is such a wonderful chef, and so I'm very excited for her food this year. I'm excited to see Ryan, my bandmate, my bassist last night. Did you guys see me last night?
I did.
Yeah. He's doing snacks that slap, so he's going to be doing it. So it's like,
what kind of stuff is? Yeah, what is he?
He's going to be doing like nachos, tacos, like all kinds of like just like food. Like, I think he was going to do like a walking taco.
Nachos, hamburgers.
Dude,
I know. I'm like,
Ryan, if you watch this and you sell walking tacos, bro, I will literally buy.
That's what I'm saying,
all
dude.
of them.
They're gonna be so good. And he came out to support last night, which I fucking appreciate, dude. He's
super dope.
He's the man. Like, he was obviously Grey Garden played last week there. We had a great time at the show. It was very fun. But then it was nice to see, some people come out this week and kind of support something different, because like that's technically our first comedy
show at
Outhouse that wasn't like a free open mic since it switched to Outhouse anyway. So it was a good taste to see what we have going on. But I will say Harvest Fest is going to be the biggest show of the year, so come out to that. I mean, seriously.
I worked all year for you guys to come and see a free show, so fucking come and see it.
When people see the Slugfest video, I think they're going to regret not showing up, to be honest.
Oh, I agree. And the crowd was so like, if you've seen like the reaction, it
was good. I even had a couple of my friends, like, my usuals. I had my friend Draven and Austin come out. And I was really excited to see them just into it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's like, and even with me, like you guys said, this is my first time roasting. So I was just really, I was like, I just want to be a part of this because I want to be a part of this. But like, I was excited. I feel like I got good feedback, and I feel like it was cool to try a different element of comedy.
It's a different type of writing.
And you beat somebody that's been, I mean, Brandon's been roasting for a minute.
Yeah. And he's good. He's really good. You know what I mean?
He beat me.
Yeah, and he's a good, and the best part, I think, the one thing we talked a little bit earlier, and it was like this weird thing that dawned on me last night, is I'm giving a belt to a guy who a couple months ago gave a belt to a rapper. The rap battle. So it was like so funny and like weird full circle type of thing that like you gave out a belt to Melvin Oaks, aka CBG, Challenged by Greatness, a great rapper. He just had a song drop, so go check out his new song with him and E-Rock, a great song. And then you ended up winning the belt, and the person that strapped it on you was your own fucking brother, the BDR, who was there, who has a brand new song as well. Go check out Running.
You're gonna be in another competition soon, or that already happened?
So what that was actually got canceled.
Okay.
I would be promoting that a little bit more if I was, because that was gonna happen September 6th, and I was excited for that, but that would have been. I'm going to end up doing something like that in Kokomo, where instead of it being like City of Versus, I'll do like a one night friendly competition. Winner will earn some money and like a opening spot at the next year's show. You'll get an opening spot and do your thing, and you can still compete.
So I made a joke about like, what if we did a roast battle and the winner of all the roast battles got spots at Harvest Fest and everybody else lost? I was like, that'd be so mean. I'm like, no, it was great because we had all comics that were gonna kind of be on Harvest Fest other than Adam. Who I will say was a surprise of the night. I will say of everybody, because Adam's very new at this. He had some funny fucking jokes.
Well, I just feel like Crystal is one of those people that won't hold back. She doesn't tend to hold back on things.
She did great too. She was really funny. I don't think it was a her thing.
Everybody made me laugh last night.
Yeah, honestly, legitimately, everybody was funny. So that's the main. I think the main takeaway from this is like we had like kind of what Sean said, which is like there's been built such a great community of comics who have like a great heart but are also competitive, that are also fun and also goofy, and we all kind of build each other up. And I feel like I don't think anybody left last night like upset. Yeah. I will say I will say the one thing I noticed, the trend wise, that I was like, I wish there was a way to fix this. And in the future, we're going to find a way to fix it, which is a lot of our out of towners didn't win. Like, I don't think we had a single. The only out of towner that won was Kaleb, and that's because he went against another out of towner. So it was like all the it almost felt like we set it up, and I was like, no, I swear to God, we didn't do that.
Listen, actually, the same thing kind of happened in City of Versus. Yeah, and some of that does come down to just like who you know.
Location.
But no, it happened in City of Versus. I mean, we had people from Michigan, we had people from Massachusetts, I had two people from Ohio competing, and when it got down to like the last 5, they were like all Kokomo people. And I was like, I promise it wasn't like this on purpose. I mean, I'm only one judge, so I can't even make that happen on purpose.
You're right.
Well, I don't know what happens, but was the lack of promotion, is that something that cost them? Is there anything that they could have done on their end to make it?
No, I think it just does come down. I think some of it came down to, I feel like some of the judges did feel probably more comfortable with, or like knew maybe some of more of the references that the local artists are making. Like they understand what they're doing because they know them a little more personally. So all the things that you're saying as a out of towner that doesn't really apply to the roast thing. The roast was just kind of how it felt. But like I felt like that at City of Versus too. I was like, man, I almost want to change my opinion on purpose now because I need an out of towner to get up here and do something.
And I kind of get that though, because it was kind of like a town thing. We just brought so many people from out of town. I really thought that one of those people would have won. And I mean, Crystal could have. I mean, technically, Adam is from Peru, so like he's not really.
He's not.
And you're from Greentown, fucking way over there in Greentown, way over there, man.
I mean, it's honestly probably
I grew up on the mean streets of 4-H.
At the very least, do like a bracket with is nothing but local, and then a bracket that's nothing but
that was something that
at the end
I didn't realize a lot of people when I did the City of Versus thing. A lot of artists, no, you're good. When I did that, a lot of artists thought they thought it was just amongst local people, but the whole thing of City of Versus is it's a bunch of city versing each other.
I think, but though, we're the city of first, so people just automatically
that was what the play on words theme was.
It's a great title.
Listen, we Kokomo smart here,
Some of us only went to Taylor.
Well, Sean's technically from out of town too. We just stole him. He's a Kokomo boy, even though he's not a Kokomo boy. We forced him to be a Kokomo boy.
He's a Florida gentleman.
That's right.
He's also Missouri, right? Is it Missouri?
For like 3 years.
And even if you say he's from Indiana, he's more Logansport up until recently.
I lived in Logansport. No, it's about even now.
About even now? Hell yeah, dude. We're slowly fucking pulling him. When we did the intro, he was like, from Hollywood, Florida. I wanted the BDR to go from Hollywood, Florida? I'm just kidding. From Hollywood to Hollywood. No, you did get the intro last night from the new show we're watching, which there's 2 guys. Everybody in this room has a spot.
Everybody in this room has parts specifically written for them.
Oh, nice. That's super cool. Actually.
So I hope you guys are going to be ready. And you actually let's. I mean, you're writing this new script. I'm helping. Obviously, I'm kind of helping with the writing process. We're getting it done. You had this concept for this show. We kind of dropped accidentally last week. I accidentally dropped the name of it or the tentative name because I don't know. We talked about maybe
we might change it. I don't know.
But I want you to be able to say it so that I'm not that one.
It's Donut Host. Donut Host.
Donut Host. It's such a funny name.
It is a funny name, but the reason that I'm on the fence about the name is I feel like it makes it sound absurd, and it'll give people will be like, oh, I'm not gonna watch that. They're gonna think we're going at police officers when really we're not. Really, we paint them as heroes. Dumb heroes, but heroes.
Accidental heroes. Sometimes you're an accidental hero.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Exactly. Some wear a badge and a gun. I'm just kidding. Some wear tasers. I watch. You guys. I don't know if you guys' TikTok algorithm is crazy, but TikTok's always trying to feed me First Amendment auditors. I don't know if you guys see that. It's constantly you're gonna see cops fight people all the time. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I see that too.
Dude, what is your TikTok? Did I just bust you out? What's your TikTok algorithm? Is it a bunch of Down syndrome girls dancing?
No, it was.
It was. 5 months ago. They were feeding that to everybody, I swear.
But now it's mostly I get a lot of WWE stuff. I get a lot of comedy. From the podcasts I watch, and then a lot of like cop videos. Like,
yeah, I tell you, man, the First Amendment auditors are no. It's no joke. You guys ever seen the cart narcs?
Yes. Oh my gosh, dude.
Have you heard of this? Cart knocks? There's guys that put on like, they have like big gigantic like magnets that say cart narc or I don't return my cart.
Oh,
and they go to the different like, and they hit them with, they hit people with this shit. It's so funny because they're always so nice but assholes. It's like perfect. You're going to get shot one day doing that, but it's still hilarious. Like what neighborhood?
It's one of the more like better like prank things that you can do as far as the cult. Because there's some of those like those pranks where you're going to the hood and you're like, I'm going to pretend to rob your pockets. I want those people to get shot.
I know,
I'm
you kind
hoping
of like,
those guys like get
if a couple get shot, then maybe it won't
I'm walking
happen.
around with a PlayStation 5 box. It's like, it's empty. What, motherfucker?
I think Pierce hit you with one of those jokes last night, like Michael doesn't return his cart to the cart.
Did, yeah,
That's one of the funny jokes he came up with.
Like I said, I didn't even pay for that.
I heard
shit out.
I push it into other carts. Yeah. I push it into cars. Well, I mean, we all grew up being fans of comedy and stuff. Did you guys hear about this? Like, serious plans to end Howard Stern's show after 20 years.
Dude, I was just talking about the Howard Stern show the other day at work.
Yeah.
And there's a clip where a serial killer really called in. And they thought he was just fucking around.
Yeah.
And he's actually like, oh shit, I'm actually talking to Howard, and like goes into like grave detail about these people he was pretty much killing, and like admitted, he's like, yeah, I just never been caught. I've been waiting. I've left little breadcrumbs in there, and I just feel like maybe we should have stopped it around then. Maybe we're 20 years too late. Like at this point, we might as well keep it going.
At that point, probably the animals probably ate all the breadcrumbs. Like, where is he leaving all of them?
It was Robin. Robin Quivers actually ate all the breadcrumbs.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
What about you, Sean? Did you grow up watching any Howard or Opie?
I did.
Anthony?
I was a fan of Howard Stern for a while, but I would say it's probably been 10 or 15 years since I listened to it.
It's weird because when I started working at where I work now, I would listen to old interviews with him because he would do great interviews, and he would get like people who I don't play that song anymore. He would get them to play that song again because he's Howard fucking Stern at the time, and he was just so big. But like watching like Oasis go on there and do a song, or watching Green Day, or like some bands that
famous actors.
Yeah, Smashing Pumpkins. Oh yeah, some crazy stories.
There's some really fun. Well,
he gets people real comfortable, and they just start talking.
He's got the perfect voice for radio. Like when I think of radio voices and just like that soothing sound, his voice, just hearing it, like it's so recognizable yet so like calm.
Yeah.
And it doesn't ever like seem to like no matter what's going on, his voice always seems to stay the same. He's like, well, what do you mean? Like there could be the most craziest shit happening. He just watches it and he's like, well, man, like I just
it's that mid-range, like because back in the day it was like that mid-range voice, that what is it, baritone-esque voice that you have.
WNBC.
He just has like a natural. He's like a natural like a vibrato in his voice that just like soothes you a little bit. But yeah, he also did some crazy shit like the Sibian writing, and there's been a lot of sex. There's been people that have. I mean, there was a girl they said that killed herself after being on the show,
passing around somebody's dead family's ashes.
Yeah.
Like,
Have you seen? Has anybody seen Private Parts?
Oh, yeah.
That's what his biopic.
Yeah.
That's the what does they call him, pig fucker or something?
The one thing that definitely started at Howard Stern and never made it past Howard Stern was Artie Lang's nose. It's gone. It's now gone. But yeah, you've got Baba Booey is something that people still say nowadays. It's like such a zeitgeist cultural thing that's 20 years after XM, and before that on the radio. It'll be interesting to see what he goes to, because he's taled so much about podcasts, so I wonder if he'll.
Oh, he's got to.
He's going to hell. That's for sure.
He's going there.
Where is he going to go before that?
And it's funny because he's like, kind of, if you think about who he was in the beginning, he was like this crazy person that would do like basically no authority, and then he became like, now he's more like a Democrat guy. Like he's like a liberal, and he's like very like policy stuff. So it's been interesting to watch that turn.
Yeah.
And then you got Joe Rogan on the opposite side.
Yeah, he went the opposite way. He's like, if I could just get as many of my friends to get politicians on right now, we're gonna be killing it.
He'll always be that dumbass from news radio to me. Like that's Joe Rogan. Like, and
I never watched news radio. I'm not gonna lie.
I did. I liked it. Loved Phil Hartman, and then
Andy Dick.
Dave Foley on it too. I liked Andy Dick until I started reading into
Yeah, he's a piece
Figure
of
out how
shit.
much
Well,
of an
that's
asshole he
addiction,
is.
though. Sometimes, that's not to give him a pass because people with addictions are. But when you listen to him talk about it, you can tell that he was fucked.
Oh,
Yeah,
that story about Phil Hartman where
Yeah.
he's like, I put the Phil Hartman curse on you, and John Lovitz beat him up.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
John Lovitz is beating you up. Like, you're a piece of shit.
Hey.
Like,
Fuck you.
Not
Come
a
on, guy.
violent
What's
person.
your problem here?
I love John Lovitz, by the
Oh,
way,
he's
too.
so good.
Dude, did you ever watch the Bill Burr versus John Lovitz thing? Did you guys ever have a chance? Go
Maybe.
watch. John Lovitz went on Bill Burr's podcast, and those
sounds
two going
familiar.
back and forth, like the entire time, they're just talking shit.
About, like, to each other?
Yeah, like literally, just like they roast, like talk to each other. It's a roast interview the entire time. They're just and John Lovitz is. He used to do the roast back in the day. He's the king of that shit, dude.
Yeah,
Just a bitchy roast. He's so good at it. I fucking loved it. Well, I don't know if you guys have been watching what's going on with Smoothie King, but they're dropping a new smoothie. That's
this.
ketchup flavored. Are you guys going to go pick this up, or what do you guys think about
Man,
this weird
that's
shit?
one of my favorite places, and
I know you're huge. It's a Florida thing, right?
yeah. Well, it's more Missouri.
You think they're gonna do it well, Sean?
It's Heinz, so you,
You think
know
they'll
it's gonna
do
be
it
like
well? Like the Smoothie
$12.
King have a bunch of shit like this?
No, Smoothie King is like you go get a really good smoothie. You can go get an acai bowl that's very good.
I'm just happy you said SIE right. You know, so many people don't know how to say it. They're like, I'm getting a Kai bowl. I'm like, what's a Kai bowl? Who is a Cobra Kai bowl? Like a Cobra Kai bowl? Yeah.
Cobra Kai never died.
Not all of us have been to Italy and are cultured like you.
Acai is not Italy. It's like
the cultural melting pot that is South Florida.
Well, I mean, acai is like South American, right? Isn't that like a fruit from South America?
Yes, I believe so.
It's not even Italy, you motherfucker! How dare you?
Michael did say, I'm only Kokomo smart.
yeah, that's true.
We do not know whether.
Yeah, we do not know. He's Greentown smart. Even more.
Oh, no.
Hey.
Did you see what was going on with Justin Timberlake on tour recently?
Yeah, what was it?
So he's been not singing. He's been like literally going and setting the mic down and then letting the
Dancing
crowd,
stuff.
like he's literally doing shit like this, like
Putting his hood up.
yeah, and then just like literally coming out in like sweats and like making the crowd do the entire song. He doesn't sing a
like-
single word, dude. Not
You have
one.
a pretty big. I mean, I know that's something that bothers you.
Yeah,
a
well,
ton.
my thing is like I'm there to see the artist sing the song. I
Not
don't like
me.
it. Like if you can't sing in your range anymore, just do what you can, but don't give it to the crowd to sing 50% of the time because I'm not paying to hear the crowd sing. And then also, if Chris Kirkpatrick can sing his ass off every night in front of 400 people, Justin Timberlake, you could fucking sing for your $1 million.
Oh,
every-
yeah.
fuck
100%.
you piece of shit.
The
You know what
theory
I hate?
Entertainer. Mickey Mouse would not be proud of you.
You know what I hate worse? I took my stepdaughter to see Kevin Gates, which that's her thing. I am not into him at all.
Oh my gosh, that's rough to take your daughter to. He's
But he would do 20 seconds of a song and that was it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh
what?
my God.
Why do you want $70 to do 20 seconds of a song?
Dude,
Yeah.
that was actually me and Allie saw Trippie Redd in the Egyptian Room, and Trippie Redd did really good for the first 3/4 of his set, and then he stopped in the middle, smoked a blunt, and then played a song in the background, which was cool, like because he didn't make anybody sing. He wasn't like telling us to sing. He was just like taking his intermission, which. We're at a concert. We don't really. I didn't know we did that, but like, and then like after that, it was just like that. Yeah, he was only singing like 20-30% of the song, and then just making us take over, and then just ending the song. Like, he wouldn't even finish the whole song out, and that's just how it would end with us singing, and then go on to the next.
The only artist I've seen to do that and I was okay with, which I mean you guys will kind of understand, is Lil Wayne because he has so many songs that I'm like I kind of only want to hear 20 seconds of a certain song, but like also like it's Lil Wayne, and I saw him with that tour where he did like it was like he did not make sense, like other than the fact that he skateboards, there was no reason for him to be there with Neck Deep and Blink 182, and the majority of the crowd were there to see Blink. Like,
yeah.
and it was Blink with the dude from the other
Alkaline
band.
Trio.
Yeah. That dude. What's his name? It's not Matt, right?
Matt Skiba, yeah.
Yeah, Matt Skiba.
Yeah, and so it wasn't bad. Like they did a great job. They did a thing where they came out in the middle of the crowd and shit. It was kind of fun out on the
The Travis drum, like in like a.
Yeah. It was fucking wild. It was great. But they started with and I was sad because Shelby and I just started dating. Like we had just started dating. Like it was, I think, the first thing I've ever really took her to, other than maybe to a restaurant. And so we showed up a little late because she's a woman, and so I literally didn't get to hear the end. I only got to hear the end of Neck Deep, which made me mad because not mad, but it made me sad a little bit because I like Neck Deep. I actually am a fan of Neck Deep. They're really good, and they're not from here. They're like from fucking
UK, I think.
the UK or Australia.
So they probably don't tour over here very often.
Yeah, and I was like, man, I really wanted to hear it. And then it's funny because I'll get in the car sometimes and she'll be playing Neck Deep. I'm like, you fuck, turn it off. Turn it off right now. You can't listen to him.
It's like if I can't get neck deep, then you can't get deep neck.
Yeah. Damn it. All right, I guess you can listen to it. But Lil Wayne came out. That was the first. If you guys remember that tour, it was a weird tour.
I remember it was Enema of the State tour.
Yeah,
Blink-182 did that all the way through.
And fucking, I just remember Lil Wayne had put out like a week before, like he'd quit in the middle of a show. Remember? Did you guys remember that, hearing about that? Like he quit because the fans nobody was there. It's like people weren't showing up to watch him. They weren't really interested. They weren't paying attention. So he just quit.
Yeah, he just did that on this current tour too that he's on.
Yeah, it's like people aren't trying to pay attention to him ananymore. And it makes me feel bad because Lil Wayne had like a for real moment.
Dude, he is
a for real moment.
He is literally a rap icon. Like I don't care. Like he culturally changed the way that rap is made as a whole. Like people literally make music completely different. We got Migos in this whole different era of music because of
Trippie Redd wouldn't exist without
Don't
him.
tour with Tyga.
That whole SoundCloud era of rap exists
Tyga's
because of inspiration of Lil Wayne. That didn't come from Eminem. Those aren't from Eminem.
No,
Those aren't Eminem lackeys. That's like
he does have his stands. But like, what were you saying about Tyga?
I mean, what tickets is he selling?
Yeah, that's true.
No,
that's true.
You know what tours have been doing well?
Nicki Minaj is about to not be selling
tickets. It's been all those
tickets.
package tours with about 5 or 6 people on it, where they're playing like half an hour sets, and they're not.
Lil Wayne would do so much better if he said, "I'm going to do the Egyptian Room and I'm going to have some guitars and some some drums."
Oh my god,
6,000 capacity compared to the 24,000 capacity that
and it doesn't. And you can't really get like the experience that Lil Wayne's going to give you with like How to Love or like those type of things. They're not going to mean anything in a big ass fucking open lawn like a country show or like I know they just had like Nelly and Eve. It's kind of like what you're talking about, the package show. Nelly, Eve. Who else was on that tour? Somebody else.
Chingy.
Somebody who could sing. Yeah, Ja Rule.
But Nelly and Chingy were on the same show?
I know, right? That's what I'm saying.
Dude, that's amazing, though.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's amazing. Those are two people that I think are the two best, like, most slept on early 2000 rappers easily.
They're both from St. Louis, and I lived in
Ashanti. That's the other. That was the R&B person.
They had
no. She was. She's on the tour with.
I'm pretty sure Nelly's part of the reason why Chingy's like not really actively in the game because Nelly was pretty well established and like it was either he was like you're either gonna fuck with him or me and they're like he just had
on the
3 number ones on one album, dog. We're going with him.
Yeah. You talking about fucking Ching versus
Nelly.
Yeah. Nelly bothered me because he did those country songs. I'm not trying to do it over and over.
Yeah, he did a lot of country festivals too.
You liked it?
Oh my god, I love that song with him. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Isn't there another one he did, like a country song?
Kind of. I want to say that he did when he came back and he did. What was it, like Just a Dream?
Yeah.
I feel like it had a very country, like it had a country instrumental to it. Like it was like very twangy.
Yeah.
I don't like his early stuff. I just think there's something about him that was so impressive of like Nelly just killed it, dude. Like having 3 number 1 songs on one album is insane. Like they were literally knocking each other off of the number 1 chart.
It's interesting that he's getting brought up right now because when I put up the post on Instagram today, the song that I chose was number 1 by Nelly. I love so when I did Backyard Wrestling with Michael and his brother and stuff, my intro music was number 1 by Nelly. Like I'd come out. What does it take to be number 1?
Number 2 is not a winner and 3 nobody remembers.
Yeah, it starts.
I was the band Flaw.
Flaw. That's who you came out to?
Yeah, I remember my name was Spellbinder.
My name was way worse. I hate. Mine was Dr. Demetrius Demolition. Triple D, baby. Triple D, dude. Triple D, man. The wrestling names are always so bad. Dink Doink. No, I'm just kidding. Back to Dink and Doink. That's too funny. No, I really enjoy. I think like somebody like Lil Wayne. When I saw him, the Indianapolis tour was the first night where he was like, "I appreciate you guys," because like everybody was into it. Because like I think the Midwest is different than most places, especially like Indiana. Like we kind of like everything. I don't really know anybody who's like, I don't listen to that. Maybe like people that are really anti-country or people who are really anti-rap. But then like most of the people, most of us meet in the middle and listen to everything.
Good, that's what I loved about Warped Tour. Other than all the like the crazy stuff that would happen on it, shouldn't have been that. Like all the different types. Like I saw Jen Wigmore, Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band.
Oh yeah.
The guys from Jurassic 5.
Yeah.
I saw them. I don't know, so many different like punk bands, rock bands, hip hop, all this stuff. And in one day, I can see all this in one day.
Have you ever sat down and like, I mean, I don't even know if you could do it. Have you ever sat down and looked at like how many different bands or artists that you've seen in your life?
Because I'm a fucking weirdo.
I love
talked about this a couple weeks ago.
I write everything down.
Yeah.
So I wrote everything down in paper at first, but I lost that paper. So I had to like remember like the first like 4 or 5 years from memory.
Yeah.
Which I know I probably missed a couple, but I've been pretty consistent about writing down like every band or a stand-up comedian I've seen. So I have a list.
Yeah.
And then I can like pretty much remember, like if I can look at the band, I'm like, all right, this is where I saw them and I can tell you.
So do you have an idea, like a number? Like
it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. It's definitely on there. I've seen, I don't know. I've done the stats, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah,
and your memorabilia, because you do a lot of conventions and stuff, not just wrestling, but like you do like horror conventions, like any type of conventions. Do you do like Comic Cons and shit?
I don't really like the Comic Cons. Like I'll be honest with you, the Indiana Comic Con, like for as like a safe space as that's supposed to be, they were like really rude and disrespectful with an incident that I had, and then the people taking the pictures, the
paparazzi.
Like, no, even just they donate their time, the volunteers. It's like if you're not going to take a picture right, don't do it. Like,
It's
I don't know.
Waste your time.
And if someone says like, listen, like I understand being all exclusive, but like I even jokingly, and it wasn't like they didn't know I was joking, but I said, God bless you, sir, to this guy that was trying to make some joke about fucking 14-year-olds. Same joke. Two guys in a row. I turn around, this guy says it. And then I turn around and this other guy says the same thing. And this is what I say. That joke wasn't funny when he said it. It's not funny when you said it.
Yeah.
And then he slapped me on the back and said, oh, well, maybe you'll get a sense of humor someday. I'm like, I have a sense of humor. I just didn't think it was funny.
Yeah, I'm a stand-up comic.
And then don't touch me.
Okay.
Well, this was like, probably about 3 or 4 years ago. And then he's like started calling me, you fucking nerd, as we're both in line meeting Jack from Sons of Anarchy while he's wearing a Ninja Turtles t-shirt.
Yeah,
and then you hear his wife say, oh, God, not again.
Yeah.
And like,
every time. That's that type of guy.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't laugh at your joke, brother, but like you don't, good
There
job.
are people like that, and that's the thing, man. There are people that ruin a lot of shit.
Squared Circle Expo, that's a wrestling convention. Love those. Those are always the funnest. Like the wrestlers will hang out, like the crew will hang out with people.
He's putting you on game. If you like wrestling, that's the one to go to.
Squared Circle in Indianapolis. But yeah, no, I love conventions. Sorry, I just had a really bad experience with the Indiana Comic Con.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I mean, it's good to know because like, somebody like. It's weird because like I feel like you should have a show, like I don't know if like maybe not a podcast, but like some type of thing where you kind of like talk about some of the experiences you've had, because it will help people. Like I could see you doing TikToks, like I went to this convention, blah blah blah. Like be careful with this. Like giving tips.
Convention, I was definitely trying to do some videos and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, trying to be more social, because normally I just go by myself and I won't take a picture unless it's like with somebody, so I don't get like, but
I suck it out that at shows. Like last night we took the pictures at the end, but like I don't take pictures during, but like a lot of it's unfair for me because like I will give myself a little bit of credit. I'm doing so many things and I'm like I can't think about my phone at all. Like my phone is something else. Like I'm like the videos and the music, and luckily I have Sean. Sean helps me out so much with the music and stuff during the shows. Like if I didn't have him, I'd be like, Brian, please. But when we're both on stage, like then we can't do shit about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, great team.
I've kind of run into the same thing with even like running a few rap shows that I have.
Yeah.
Like it's like, dude, I'm not looking at my phone. Like I've had people like bail out on shows and I didn't even know. I just knew by the time they're coming up, I'm just like, hey, you want to replace this guy? Because I don't have time to be dealing with that. Like I'm here. I'm in the moment.
I was writing last night before the show. I'm writing like a three fact intros for everybody. I'm getting everybody's song together. I'm getting, getting the camera
100%.
started. I'm making sure everybody's there. I did a pre-interview to let everybody know, like,
to get at the front of the
you're
fucking door.
performing.
Nicely. I hope you guys don't get mad at me. I love Kibbles to death, but I was just worried that like people were gonna get confused when you came. I've watched the Slide Night. You've seen it too, where like they have to make an announcement. They're like, hey, if you haven't paid, you have to pay, and it's like awkward to do that. So I'd rather 100%. Meet them at the door, and then we don't have to. But Kibbles also, shout out to fucking Kibbles, man. He does so much, man. Dude. I appreciate him so much because I showed up. I think you were already there when I got there. You there, Messi was there, and Kibbles. And I walked in and I looked around and I was like, and Kibbles was already putting shit together, like kind of making the room look good. Oh yeah. So it doesn't exist without Kibbles. So shout out to fucking Kibbles for that.
Speaking of Kibbles, watch Barry Reacts.
Yeah, Barry Reacts.
All of our friends are so talented. Isn't that fun? Like we have like the most talented group of. I honestly believe that, like the most talented group of friends ever. Like the amount of things that everybody's involved in. Yeah. And I think that's what's important is I think a lot of times we can get caught up in momentary like, fucking. But I think at the end of the day, as long as we all realize that, like, if I'm in a room and somebody says I need somebody funny for something, I'm going to say, have you met Sean? Have you met Michael? Have you met Caleb?
Oh, yeah. Hey, I've definitely been. Yeah, that's happened. Yeah, it's happened to me. So.
And it won't stop happening because, like, that's the type of I don't know if it's just me. I know that Sean's the same way. You're the same way. We're all the same way. And I think that's a culture that we've built over the last almost year and a half is where, like, oh, I can't do it. I know somebody who can, or hey, I'll do it. But also, if you're in their spot, what about this? What about that? And in my head, I think that's such an important thing to have in a group, and I think it's what sets us apart from most other groups. I talk to people that they'll go to. I talked to somebody recently. I don't want to bust anything out. I don't think I'm trying to remember if I can even bust them out because I don't remember who it was. But they were telling me about they went to a show and they got there and they were doing like and it felt like the production of the show, it's like nobody knew what they were doing. It's like shit didn't start on time. The doors were supposed to open at a certain time and the doors didn't open when they're supposed to. The people that were supposed to be there when the doors opened weren't even there. And then on top of it, you get the situation where like if somebody's running a production of a show, you gotta be running the production of the show. You can't just like, you could lose the audience before you even start the show. 100%. And it's happened a million times. I've watched it. I've had friends of mine that'll travel an hour and a half, 2 hours to a comedy show. They get there and it's like, they're not even, there's no point for, why did I do this? I'm doing this for 3 people and I'm getting $50, maybe if I'm lucky, maybe $100, maybe $200. But like, you know, it wasn't worth the drive. And I get here and I'm like, it's like an open mic. Like we've all done it. We've all seen it. So I think that like the production of the Kokomo Press, Outhouse, people that do things right, you want to keep coming back.
It's
like
never
it's different. It's different.
And it's I don't get it. It's the same thing. Like, dude, I will never throw a show without a DJ.
Oh yeah.
I've been to a few shows, not busting anybody out, where they don't even have a DJ. It's like, what are you doing? Like, and I get it at Outhouse, you don't necessarily have to, but for me, it's just like the practice of it. Like, and I'm trying to take some of that workload off of Outhouse. Like, I want them to be able to somewhat enjoy the show where they're not working the whole time. Like, if I can split that up, and I like
you want
Larry.
to go
I love Larry, so like I want him to be with me. Yeah.
Sorry, Breeze, you're terrible.
Speaking of lip syncing, lip smacking, I think lip smacking. Nothing again. I mean, honestly, I've tried to be so nice to that guy, and I don't even want to throw shade at him because I know it'll get back to him, and I know he's going to talk about it for a year and a half. But like Brian and I put a photo up of me and Brian, like, hey, I hope we're still friends. That this might be the last photo we take as friends, like joking around, like obviously it's promo, and then he had made some Brokeback Mountain joke, and I'm like, God damn, like what year is this?
Honestly, fuck him though. When I'm no. Fuck him and Paul Stout. Two local musicians. That were always so mean to me when I was fucking 18 years old working at Karma. I don't know. Maybe the reason nobody's buying your shit is because you're not good. You are not good, and you don't put the effort into it. You're fucking terrible, both of you.
There's a difference between time and effort. I think people don't realize. They're like, I put this much time into something. Like, time is not the same as effort. Effort's 100%. Different. Like, time. That's why people say I put the time and effort into this. They're two separate things.
There are tons of people I know that have barely put in any time, but put in all the effort.
Yeah, it pisses
like
me
literally,
off.
like
your brother.
Seriously,
your brother is brand new at this shit, but he puts so much work. Effort. He's putting his mouth. He's putting his money. He does everything he can to make the Gift of Gab podcast. Let me throw that out. You and I have both been on it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys are going to get called out to be on it. Great show, very fun. He knows what he's doing. He's a great. That's what made me think we should have him host. Yeah, because I was like at the podcast. I should have done a podcast. I've been on plenty of podcasts. Okay, over my years, I've been on plenty of podcasts. I walked in there, and he knew what he was doing. He was on. He was like, "Hey guys, I'm on." Like, I was like, these these kids nowadays coming up with YouTube, man, they're going to be so much different than we had to teach ourselves to do this. These kids are going to come up like, this is my whole fucking life. And watching him do that, I was like, dude, he's going to be the perfect host. And I felt vindicated in that as well.
No, he did. I think he did a really good job last night. I was impressed. I honestly, because I've never seen him host, so I was like, how's this going to go? Like, you know what I mean? I was excited to see him like play off, like hitting the sign and just playing it off and just being fun. It cool.
was funny him goofing about the sign. About I have a couple concussions tonight.
Oh yeah, so I said we are raising money.
That was funny. That was funny. I love what we're doing, man. I'm excited for like Harvest Fest is going to be so big this year. I'm happy that all you guys are going to be a part of it because we're gonna make it the biggest it's ever been. There's a couple of I do have a couple topics I want to kind of weave in and out of here if you guys don't mind. The first one is I don't know if you guys saw this, but this has been the talk of the. Are you guys
the talk of the town?
Talk of the town is that we lost the skating Jackson Morrow pipeline. I think it's what it's called.
Can I give you guys some insider baseball about this?
Yeah, let's hear this.
Okay, so my fiance's dad works for the parks department. Okay?
Oh shit!
And he's not the head of the park department.
Hold on. Right before you say that, exclusive. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
The head of the parks department had no idea this was happening. He's the what is it? I can't think of it. Like he's like pretty much like the property organizer of Kokomo who decides what happens where.
Yeah.
Just decided to do this and didn't send a single email to anybody because he knew if he sent the email out, because he didn't do anything illegal, that somebody would find a way to veto it, that they would stop it. It's less than 20 years old. Like, it's right around 20 years old. You didn't get your money in concrete. Like, if you built that same park today, the amount of money you would spend on concrete to get that, you didn't get your money in concrete for destroying that. That's what I think is crazy about it.
I mean, it broke a lot of people's hearts because of the sneaky way it was done. I think that, like, here's the reality. Exciting things are happening at the Kokomo Press. Yeah, very exciting things. Not only are we bringing you comedy shows, an open mic once a week, skits, videos, funny jokes on our page, and satire news stories, but now you can support us by going to kokomopress.shop. It's that simple. You go to kokomopress.shop, you find a t-shirt, you find a hat, maybe in the future some stickers and some posters. You go on there, you buy one of those from us, and percentage of the proceeds will go to us and help support what we do. We appreciate every person who just likes, subscribes, does all that. But if you go to kokomopress.shop and you buy something, we'll know who you are. You send us a photo of it, we will post it on our page and shout it out. Thank you so much. Go to kokomopress.shop, buy all your shirts and hats needs, and support the Kokomo Press. Thank you guys so much. kokomopress.shop. Here's the reality of these things. We do have a skate park that they just built downtown. It makes a little more sense to be there, I would say, downtown, because it's where a lot more of
the... But it's not the same. It's different.
It's a different park. I know completely. I'm not trying to give them excuse, but what I'm going to say is a lot of people who have skated that park, who have been at that park for their whole lives, like it existed way before this new one did. I mean, people my age skated there when they were kids.
Yeah.
And now you're talking about this thing's gone, and so people were heartbroken because they didn't get to fucking go there one last time and say goodbye.
That I didn't even get a chance to take my kids.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a chance to take my kids. That's how quick you took something from us, I feel like. And again, like you said, in a way that feels like so just disingenuous. Like,
and
why
dirty.
Why didn't you say anything? Like,
you all laughed at me when I spent I turned that in and I got those pickleball lessons. But now look at you.
They're putting pickleball courts there? Is that what they're putting?
That's what they're saying.
Oh man.
It makes sense though. Think about Jackson Morrow.
This was a place in Kokomo for me that felt like home. It reminded me of Florida. This was a place I would go hang out. I felt so strongly about it. I made a TikTok about it.
I saw that. Yeah, you engage hanging out there, man. It sucks because you're not from here, but you still had an emotional connection to it. And it's
I feel like that shows the cultural impact it has.
Yeah,
like that place really just had its own character and its own like you said, they have another skate park, but that other skate park doesn't feel like this skate park.
It's just different. These things are just different.
You don't want to get drunk at the skate park close to the fire department.
Well, let me go ahead and put up rest in peace to Pipeline Skate Park over there, Jackson Morrow.
100%.
Gone but not forgotten. Gone too quickly.
Yeah, 100%.
There's another thing that I want to talk about. Did you guys hear about the new recent logo change? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh God. Everybody was freaking out about the new Cracker Barrel logo change. Everybody's like, I can't believe this is happening. But then somebody put side by side and talked about all the different changes that have happened since we were kids to like this really boxy, like modern architectural, like landscape of everything's kind of boring and mid. Like, do you guys have any feelings about like this architecture, like where we're moving?
I don't like the architecture of things. I guess I can understand somewhat of the rebranding of logos. I guess like that doesn't bother me as much as like I love driving by a Taco Bell and it looks like a Mexican hut on purpose. I love the McDonald's roof looking like some random thing I've never really seen, but when I see it, I know it's McDonald's. It's that like it's that brand recognition that I feel like you're almost getting away from. Like I feel like it's detrimental. Somewhat to like, and I get it. It's modernizing something that has been around since we like right before we were kids. Like they were rebuilding those, but I just feel like I don't know. Like doing that doesn't feel like it's gonna help ever. Like
everything's like gray, wood, dark. It's like there's no color anymore. They're removing
like you said, no rounded edges. Everything's square.
If you look at all these, like there's a little bit of color. Like you still have like the yellow pops, you still have the red pops, and the purple on Taco Bell. But look at the difference between that Taco Bell and that Taco Bell. Like even though like I don't hate the Taco Bell in the way it looks, it's
probably the like least shitty one.
Yeah, out of the four there. Yeah, out of the four that are there.
But it's lacking character though. It doesn't if you could almost slap any symbol on that building and I wouldn't know if it was Taco Bell or not. Like that could be anything.
Yeah.
That could be any building.
And the big one that hit everybody obviously with the Cracker Barrel, everybody, it becomes political somehow because a political divide happens over a Cracker Barrel. But I did see this, sadly, Cracker Barrel, everybody pissed there, but I'm just kidding. I saw this earlier, it made me laugh so hard. But yeah, like the Cracker Barrel thing is hilarious because what I love about Cracker Barrel is that you like walk into a time warp. It feels like a different thing than everything else. And if you start to like modernize it and start to make it feel like everything else, you're going to lose what makes it an individual
It's a brand based on nostalgia.
Exactly.
And then you're getting rid of the nostalgia part of it. Now it's just a fucking gift shop and a fucking restaurant. And you're not that good of a restaurant to be just another restaurant.
I heard they're taking away the gift shop.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they're trying to and they're updating their menu. The thing is like all this started, literally the CEO said all this started is because they wanted to change the menu items and to update their menu items. They felt like they needed to modernize the rest of the restaurant. Bro, you could have just added chicken wings and I would have been fine.
Just cook the potatoes better. You could have just cooked your food better.
Yeah.
You can add things.
The funny thing is Shelby, my fiance loves their cheesy, what is that? The cheese potatoes thing, like that casserole, the hash brown casserole. She loves that shit. And she loves the fried apple. So when we actually go there, if we're going to a breakfast place and I can't convince her to go to Bob Evans because I love Bob Evans, that's where we go. We end up going there. And one of the reasons I like going there is mimosas. You know what I'm saying? I like getting me a mimosa on a Sunday. You know, man? But I mean, it is an interesting. It's interesting to watch all these brands, these beloved brands, just decide to cave to like this modern architectural, like almost like homogenized feeling of everything. Whereas like nothing has character and everything's boring. Like cars are like that now. If you guys notice, like every car looks the fucking same.
Every car. Like, dude, there's so many times where I'll be pulling up on like, especially electric cars. It's like everything is modeled after the Tesla.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like you can see
band?
every.
The band? No, the man. The man. The man.
The myth and the legend.
The man's band.
There was a rumor going around that not Epstein.
Ben Stein?
That Elon Musk was wanting to pay women to have his children.
That's pretty cool.
Like actually like paying them.
Eat his children?
No, to have them. Yeah, like to have them. Like,
this is my least favorite Michael thing he does when he just like purposely misinterprets everything you say over and over again. And you're like, Michael, stop it. I'm trying to. I'm just kidding. I love it. I'm just fucking with you, Michael. I love it. It's so funny, dude. No, like, but I did hear that too. Did you guys watch the new Superman at all? I know you've watched it. I love the new Superman.
I saw it.
There was I think I have it for streaming now. If you end up deciding, let me know.
If you want to buy it for $30.
It is like $25. It's expensive.
Well, I'm
if you guys haven't seen it, check out
Streamio. Free movies sometimes.
Streamio?
Streamio.
It is
Streamio. Yeah. I'm not going to go into detail.
Don't say it in front of Michael. He works at the movie. Look at him. He's going to kill you. He's going to
watch it.
He's writing your name down. Oh, no. Look at you just did.
Because if you just look it up, it's legit. Streamio's legit.
Yeah.
It's a hub.
I don't know, man.
I found him. You're going to wake up. Wake up with a horse head.
Apparently, ICE is going to Chicago next.
ICE is going to Chicago.
It's going to Miami County. From what I heard, I heard that there's Miami County jail, right?
I wasn't going to bring it up, but since we brought up Superman and ICE, we got to bring up somebody particular. Did you guys see about this shit? Superman actor Dean King says he joined ICE.
Jesus.
Could you imagine the least Superman thing to do ever?
That is crazy. They needed a face and a name that was going to hold weight.
Or he just needed publicity because I feel like that's more of it with him. He's always looking for something to put him over. You know what I mean? It's that. But I was watching the new Superman and you brought up the Elon Musk thing. And one of the things no spoiler alert to anybody. One of the things is like they're trying to get a Superman harem and like to like get a bunch of women to have his kids or whatever. I'm like, I think that's like that reminded me of the Elon Musk thing. Sorry, just cover your ears, Sean. I apologize. I know you.
Fine, I'll watch it eventually.
I'll eventually get to it. Damn it. Somebody talked a little bit about this. I think at the open mic the other day, made me laugh very hard. But I think it was Kevin Eggleston talked about it. That was the night that you weren't there, and I think you had to leave.
Oh yeah.
So you and I saw it, but he talked a little bit about the Air Bud franchise. Like there was funny. He had some funny bits about it, and the Air Bud franchise is actually looking for their next golden retriever star, which I thought was really cool. Except for then I thought about Air Buddies, and I'm like, what happened to all them?
Dogs that died.
What happened to all of them? Yeah, they all died.
Well, maybe because Hollywood does retire certain animals. So if they did the Air Buddies movies they might have been like that.
No, it was much worse.
No, Lena Dunham's still working. Really? I'm sorry, that was so mean. I didn't do that
because they would sneak them into a different country to film, and then instead of sneaking them back, they would just leave them or kill them.
Damn,
that's so.
That's real.
That's real.
Do you think those were multiple? So those and all
they're not the same buddies.
Over and over.
They're not the same buddies.
Why did you guys?
I know, ruining your life.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Breaking your heart.
Michael telling me Santa's not real.
Go look up Milo and Otis too. You know, there's a scene where they go down.
Now that I knew, I knew there was a bunch of animal abuse in the Milo and Otis.
Oh, don't say abuse. It was murder. It was murder. Say what it is.
So you think Jim Carrey really pulled his way out of a rhinoceros?
Well,
that was a real rhino.
That's why I was in a real.
It was a rhino. There was
But enough about my ex from high school. All right, I've been in a rhino before. No, I did see this. We're talking about animal rights a little bit. A safari company says he was killed in an unprovoked attack. A Texas millionaire rancher gored to death by buffalo during South African hunting safari. I think the funniest part was unprovoked attack. Like he wasn't there to fucking kill it.
I put my gun at it and it killed me.
I'm sorry, he didn't unprovokedly attack you. He just won the battle this time. Like I'm sorry, he won. He beat a millionaire to death.
Texas crazy.
If it was Texas billionaire, it would have been Elon Musk dying.
Or Joe Rogan. I think he just doesn't admit. Yeah, I just don't think he does.
You think he's a billionaire?
I think so.
You think so?
I mean, dude, because he got how much money did Disney give him? Like at 25?
Yeah.
And he's turned, and then he's been, I just feel like he has that's all his friends talk about. That's the only reason anybody's ever friends with him is because of his financial,
I think part of it, because he has been attached to like so many things. Like you think of like the funny thing is everybody likes to say like he's not a great comic, which I've laughed at his jokes. I'm not going to lie. There's some of his jokes. I've watched his specials and thought that some of his jokes and his observations were funny. I don't think he's particularly the best comic on the planet or nothing, but I don't think that's what made him famous. He didn't get made famous because he was such a great comic. He got made famous because he was a great interviewer and like had interesting people on.
I feel like he feels genuine when he's doing it. He doesn't feel like he's making it up. Like he feels like it's just the conversation.
Yeah, and you said News Radio earlier, which was like his big break, but then he got Fear Factor, which was like you said, Disney. It's NBC. Yeah. It's like a national. It's like a literal national.
They gave him such a big cash advance.
And then he went from that to doing the UFC when it was beginning, and now that's like ESPN, Disney, UFC. It's like,
and now they have to pay him so much money just to announce because he's so integrated into UFC. Like he doesn't even announce every fight anymore just because he's like, that's not enough.
And then he created his podcast and his brand through there. And it's like this guy. The one thing you can never
Alpha
say,
brain as well.
Yeah, that's what everything he's got now. If you think about who he is, the one thing he's been really good at is getting in there early. He's gotten like he was in reality TV early. He was in a good sitcom with really good people, and that was a sitcom people liked. It just didn't hit the way it was, but it hit with the right people where they saw him and were like, we like this guy. UFC early before it was big. We like this guy. Podcasting early. It's been on the forefront of so many things that like it's not, at some point you're like, it's not coincidence. He literally is, he has a good eye for this shit. He's got a good nose for it or something. But anyway, he was recently gored attacked by it. I'm just kidding.
R.I.P. Mr. Rogan.
R.I.P. to Rogan. Did you guys hear about what happened with the fire chief at Taylor? The Taylor Township Fire Chief. It's actually been recent. Former fire chief for the Taylor Township Fire Department has been preliminarily charged with official misconduct of allegedly using the department's funds for personal finances worth thousands of dollars. Apparently, they sold sold equipment and shit. Legitimately sold. Former Indiana fire chief accused of stealing funds, but they sold off equipment. That's pretty crazy because did you guys even heard about this?
No, that's
local.
Yeah, like that's right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's super crazy. There was a guy in my hometown, I won't say who, he used to be the treasurer for the baseball teams and kind of a similar situation. He got caught using some personal funds from the treasury to fund his thing, and a lot of people. He just got fired. No criminal charges were ever pressed, and so nobody in town really knew that. It was like pretty much only the kids that were involved in baseball. Yeah. It's like, well, coach isn't here anymore. Yeah. It's like, and we all know why.
No more.
Yeah.
And you're like 30?
Yeah, I'm 30 now, and so that's been a while. And it was kind of one of those things where I feel like it took a while for people to realize that's what had happened.
And social media was like around, but not the way it is now.
100%.
Now corruption I feel like it gets like washed in the public a lot earlier.
You can't even, clean your restaurant without a shirt on.
Hey, it's me, Mikey.
It was after hours. We weren't working.
It's just a little chest hair. Never hurt nobody. Chest hair is the spice of life.
You guys think the chest hair hurts? You're going to be mad about the rats.
Hey,
We're getting hurt financially.
Don't look at what's in the meatball sauce. Okay, that last one was good. All right, I threw that on there. I was supposed to actually be in Melvin's music video. I actually got ready to do that because you saw that post he put.
You asking for a 40-year-old man?
Yeah, I'm close, 37. Okay, I'll be 38 this year. I was like, I almost like. I was like, hey, do you want me to do this? But I was like, man, I don't know if he's looking for some. I like to think of myself as a younger looking. But I was like, I can make myself look goofy. And I was talking to him about it, and I was going to do it. The guy ended up wanting to go in another direction, but I actually dressed up and kind of sent this. What do you guys think? Does that look nerdy enough?
Yeah.
Do I look like a nosy enough neighbor?
You look like a Melvin. No.
Yeah, I look like a Melvin, and he's the Melvin. Speaking of 14-year-olds, hey, here's Jerry Seinfeld calling his girlfriend up from the minors. I saw that the other. I sent that to our group chat. I was like, fuck. Yeah, here's another thing that happened locally. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Northwestern School Corporation was recognized as one of the top ranking schools in the nation. You won't be able to tell that by the comment section. If you guys go to the comment section, you'll see a lot of parents not happy, a lot of bullying, a lot of stuff being swept under the rugs. Teachers, there were former teachers mad in the comments, which is pretty crazy.
That one is nuts. Because I will say, I don't know, because Eastern kind of cultivates the same culture, like county school-esque, but it's a little smaller, so people aren't really, I don't know how to explain it, but they are like, I don't know. I think that it's kind of the same thing. Like it's public school. What are you going to do about it? Like, dude, that's it. You sent your kid to public school. They're going to get bullied. Shit's going to get said. Like, that's it. Like, I learned what peckerhead was in public school at the bus stop. That was, like, my mom didn't teach me that. That was other kids.
And I apologize many times for calling you that. I swear.
Why does that older boy just keep coming up and call us peckerhead?
They called me a peckerhead.
I got in a fight over that at the bus stop because I felt like...
Mommy, what's a twat lip? It's funny. Fucking kids are so mean, but that's actually it's pretty common. If you send your kid to public school, this is you might agree here with Michael Porter Jr. If you send your kids to public school, they might come back and say, "Mom, I'm a cat," when asked about furry. I think we got them, fellas. Boys, we got them. We got them. No, it's funny, dude. I think that is kind of one of those weird things. Is like public school. I think I read something that said when it comes to kids, like they're raised by their parents until they're like, I think puberty, and then from there they're raised by their friends. Yeah. So really, whatever their friends are into, it's kind of like what they're into. Shut up, son. Sorry, every time he talks back there. His room is right there, so whenever he talks on the podcast, I gotta tell him to shut up. He's bigger than me now. 6'1", 205.
Yeah, he might come in here and pick you up.
Nah, I fight dirty, dude.
Oh, dude, fucking cupping it.
I'll trip his ass.
I know, that's kind of how I am. If my son ever starts to beat me up, I'm just gonna write a rap song about how I did stuff to his mom.
Oh, I love Brian's joke.
Brian inspired me. I was like, dude, I can just do this. I don't even have to wait for him to find it.
That joke is so solid. That's one of the funniest jokes.
You're like, no, let's keep listening.
No, son. No, you maybe is he like this? Is he like this? Your mom likes it. That's such a funny joke. Oh God, I can't. That's what drives me crazy about Brian is that he is literally like the angles he finds on things. I'm always like, fuck you, Sean. The same way, you the same. I mean, you guys are all so funny. Like it's crazy how funny you are in the beginning. It drives me crazy. I just want to knock you out.
Well, thank you. I definitely appreciate it. You guys inspire me, man. You guys are really good people to have in front of me because you guys teach me a lot and you've really helped me be able to be where I'm at now. Like if I didn't have, I feel like you guys said 1,000 times we've said in this podcast, we just have a good community where I feel like I'm led in all the right directions and I'm getting the right advice I need from the people that have been in my position and we're all willing to listen to each other.
And I like being in front of you, but I really like being behind you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you get ahead in this business. Just kidding. No,
that's actually how you get some butt in this business.
Hey, did you see what the thing that went viral that Domino posted recently? Did you see the Domino's thing? This was kind of wild. wild. Tell me what you think this was inappropriate for them to post. The Domino's pizza starts with N, and we all love it. Do you think they fucked up?
What are they talking about?
I know. That's what I'm saying.
What are they referring
Biscuit
to?
fans?
I had an idea in my head, but they said we all love it. I was like, no, that's not it then.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
It's
going
got to be Nookie.
All right. What? Nookie. It is Nookie, right?
Yeah. What?
Immediately afterwards, they posted a picture of Fred Durst.
Yeah.
I saw somebody posted a picture of Fred Durst, and he was like dressed all wacky, and it's hilarious that people are like, "What the hell is Fred doing?" And then you look over and you see what the fuck, Westmoreland or whatever, and he just looks. He's always looked crazy, so nobody notices how insane he looks. But is it Westmoreland? Is it Borland?
Yeah, Westmoreland.
I kept wanting to say Moreland. I don't know why.
It's Borland.
Yeah, dude. He was fucking wild. He's always been.
Oh
wild.
yeah, he's got. When you think about it, it's like a reverse drag queen because he keeps he keeps dressing up in all these characters.
Yeah, it's
for
like
all these shows. But
I like it though. I think it's cool to like.
I just wish they would play more than an hour on a headlining set, and then why play break stuff twice when you can play some other song? Like, I don't know. I feel like they're like halfway phoning it in a little bit.
Yeah,
but I don't know, and that's the reason why they'll never be as big as Korn and Deftones again.
Yeah, Deftones has been.
Deftones is probably about to make a resurgence. Yeah, they're about to make a resurgence. I feel like
they have
on TikTok or whatever. TikTok, that's the one positive. People like to talk about negatives on TikTok all the time. It's constant. But let's think about the positives for like Ween,
Fleetwood Mac,
Wheatus. I'm not Ween, Wheatus. The Teenage Dirtbag. People never. These kids would have never heard about that shit if it didn't go.
They were not selling out or getting close to selling out venues in Indiana because I follow concerts all the time. And like they were playing small. They're actually like selling out places and stuff around the area.
It's great.
Crazy.
It's great for them. And like even like Limp Bizkit is another band that they've went viral again, over and over again. And like because I saw them in Hammond.
Oh yeah, that was a fun show.
Yeah. You were there. Yeah, we had a blast. It was Nate's birthday. I was like, I'm gonna take him to go to his first concert, but it was like a free Limp Bizkit concert in Hammond. Indiana.
That's crazy.
It was fun though. It was a wild show. I just remember this is gonna incriminate myself, but I showed up with like a vape and some joints or whatever, and they were doing like a metal detector, so I had to throw my vape, which sucked. I was like, fuck art, whatever. And I was like, it is what it is. But Shelby had taken the joints and put them in her bra, and they were doing like patting people down or stuff. She gets through or whatever. I go to use the restroom. I come back out. I'm like, hell yeah, we got through with the joints. I go in and I was like, hey babe, at least we made it through the joints. And she's like, no, I threw them in the porta potty. I'm like, you already made it through. What are you doing? She's like, they freaked me out. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm like, I get it. I don't want to get in trouble either. But
I was nervous though, man. I got my vape in. Like I saw all the dogs. I'm like, well, fuck. I said, I'm not throwing this out because I've had that problem before. Like, you can't put my belt on, take it off. It's not going to be there when you get back.
Yeah. It was gone. It was gone. I was so sad because like she was like, well, there's kids around and everything because it was like a carnival / like this big thing. And then as soon as it got dark out, you just started.
Yeah,
everybody's sparking up. I'm like, God damn!
It was like the Haynes Apperson.
Yeah,
it really is but like a bigger version of that.
I think that's what they modeled the Haynes. What they're trying to do because they just did that recently.
It is kind of crazy seeing how downtown is starting to look. Like it's starting to look like places in like Kent, Ohio. It's like, man, they're just like taking the blueprint from all these other like towns and then like making it, and that's weird.
It's smart because like it actually creates like micro communities within the community because like you have like the River Walk. They did that last night. They had a concert out there. Those are getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, that one I heard last night that it was like, I don't want to say sold out, but it was like they had to start turning people away.
And I saw the videos from the Coterie. That was place crazy. Was packed afterwards.
Yeah, I'm sure Kyle was happy because I know
down there afterwards.
I know for the first couple of weeks it rained out one night when they were there. I know that's we've planned shit before, and if you plan something and then it gets ruined by the weather, it's always like, God, of all the things that could have ruined it, it's the fucking weather.
Yeah, lucky for them though, they are able to move it indoors if need be.
If they
don't want to, but
Well, they've been booking bands the same night at the Coterie, so I feel like that actually might hurt them in the long run. Like, because if they do, then they can't move it. I remember one night, not one night, it was like last Saturday. Grey Garden played at Outhouse, and then they had the Riverwalk concerts, and they had somebody playing at the Coterie.
Two at the Coterie. Action Jackson at the downstairs, and upstairs there was a band too.
It's crazy, like the live music and the live events and stuff between Outhouse Records, the Riverwalk, everything.
And for everything to still have a good
turnout.
Turnout. Yeah.
The Grey Garden show, I think we ended up raising like $600 for Harvest Fest.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Which was like a big deal because like it got over half of like the budget that we needed, which was a big deal. I do have a couple of photos that I can put up here.
It's fun. It's fun to see.
This was a fun show. I one of the things, Michael, one of my favorite things I've heard. I love this photo because you got the guy throwing up the rock sign right by my face where I look like I'm dying. It was so hot in there, dude. It was like I was covered in sweat.
That's why every time I do a show there, I immediately just take my shirt off. It goes through, like, I don't even wait.
Not all of us have abs, all right?
I guess that's fair.
Or black cock written on our shirt.
It's to the point now I feel bad because like there's been a couple people like at my shows they'll bring their kids and a lot of people that's the only time that their kids get to see them live. So so they come and bring him and then I'm like taking my shirt off and there's somebody's daughter was like, great, OddUnique taking his shirt off again.
Daddy, I want to go home.
Yeah, that's it. You ruined it.
Take my shirt off. Oh, I got my nipple life. Nipple life. What? No, I'm just fucking around. I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs by you. But Michael said something that made me so happy. It's one of the best compliments I've ever gotten, which is Grey Garden keeps sounding better and better every show. So that made me happy.
Really, it's so
I think we're actually getting back into form. And this is one of my favorite photos of Michael.
Nice.
I know you didn't love your set at that show, but I loved having you there. So I appreciate you being there regardless. Because that's how comedy is, though. Like we've all noticed, you'll end up feeling it one day. You've been pretty.
I have felt it. I just don't talk about it. It's my insecurities I let eat me alive.
We've all done it. I watched Sean go into a room one time, and the room was like kind of full, but it was like nobody was paying attention, which that's almost worse than it being empty. Like when nobody gives a shit. And I watched Sean do hilarious jokes, very, very funny to everybody that was paying attention, but the people that weren't, and then walk away and we're like, all right, let's go see Big J Okerson.
That was almost like the other couple weeks ago, and Michael had to say something about a guy who was talking a bunch.
Yeah.
It was like it's the same thing. It's like, dude, what are you doing? There's somebody up there. You can go outside and talk to the friend you haven't seen in a long time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Shelby will not want to fuck you outside too.
She's like trying to get him to go away. He was over there trying to talk to Mike. I couldn't even see it. I didn't even know it. I didn't find out till afterwards. But the guy was hitting on Shelby the whole time, and she's like, "Yeah, I went to school with him. We used to all make fun of him." And I'm like, "It's probably he's trying to get back. Like, look at me. I have a cool.
I grew up
flannel now. Look at me." But she still wasn't interested. Sorry, buddy.
I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'm a real boy.
And then Crystal makes that joke about me on stage. Like, Crystal, I'm trying to get this guy to shut the fuck up during your set, girl.
I don't think she understood what you were doing.
I know. That's the second time during her set that I've.
I know that one dude. That was rude. I don't think he'll ever see him again either. I think he learned his lesson. You know what I'm talking about? The dude that was like said that you weren't a very good host or whatever.
Oh yeah. Act like I didn't hear what you said 2 feet behind me. Like,
he was so drunk he probably didn't remember he said it. That's the saddest thing about it. But you hitting him was hilarious.
Yeah, that was
Well, I will say. I appreciate you guys coming on and hanging out today, man. Because I know we all had a really eventful night. It was actually an earlier night, so I was actually happy about that. We were all able to. I know we all stayed up late afterwards, goofing
talking about food last night. We're like, what time's so late? 10:55.
I know we all thought it was way later than it was. We're all laughing. I ended up coming home making an omelet because I was like, man, I'm sick. I'm not waiting in these lines.
I did too.
You made an omelet? Yeah. No way. Omelet brothers. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I just remember, because we're all out there. It's like I said, we look like wrestlers from the 80s and 90s that have an off day. Just have a nice to be able to relax. Having a day off.
Finally get a day. Yeah, this has been the one time.
Well, we're gonna be coming up. We got so many more going on. They're gonna be looking for more roasters at Slide Night. I've thrown your name in there. Now that I know that you enjoyed it, I'll throw your name in that too. I'd love to get you guys out there to Indy to do it. It is in what's that little
Greenwood.
town? Greenwood. And it's a little bit of a drive. Like what is it? Like 75 minutes to get there.
They've got some good shows coming up in Greenwood. There's that Mad Hatter shows. They have a venue there now.
Oh shit.
Who they have? Somebody Jackie Flynn.
Yeah.
Who's been in a bunch of movies like Kingpin, stuff like that.
When we were when I was on my way there to the last show, they had a free concert. They had like a blues band in the park there, like a bluegrass band or something like that in the park there. So like they do a bunch of stuff there as well. So and almost every single time I've gone there, they've had especially for the roast battles, they've had a really good crowd, and it's like random people.
I watched that video of
It's like they've done every round they've done. They put on film. They had one at Helium. They've only done one at Helium, but they did the rest of them at that the Planetary Brewing, which is right there in Greenwood. But yeah, I want to definitely get you guys in there. Definitely, we got some more stuff coming up that we're going to be working on. Do you guys have anything you need to plug? Anything going on that you guys want to talk about real quick before we head out?
October 4th. just make sure you're at Harvest Fest. We really want to see you there, man.
Yeah, Harvest Fest is the biggest thing.
That is, it's just the only thing I have personally going on right now. So I'm going to keep telling people to go fucking check that out. Make sure you watch this podcast and go
check out the others, dude. Yeah. We got friends doing podcasts. We got the Gift of Gab with the BDR. Go check that out. Go check out Outhouse Super Show. I'm sure they're going to be. I think they're going to be back this week.
Yeah, I think
they've had a little bit of a hiatus.
Oh, yeah, actually,
Maddie,
no.
It's only because Messi went to the gathering.
I walked in on them because when I was bringing the sink in, I had to walk in. They're like, "How did you get in?" I was like, "Oh, probably Lilith." It's like, "Yeah, because she actually likes me." I'm like, "She likes me. She likes me. Thank God. She's mean." But my Instagram page for my comedy.
Yeah, go follow it.
Michael Howard Comedy. It's new. I'm trying to get some stuff on it.
Absolutely.
But,
yeah, I pressured you for a minute, so I'm happy.
Yeah,
hit
me up if you want a like an opening act or something on a show in Indy around the area.
Yeah, hit up everybody
those open
here.
mics, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, between you and Sean, Caleb, you guys are all so very funny. You guys have great acts.
I actually made a big step last night. You and Brian have been talking me up so much about my stand-up that I thought it was time. So I sent emails to all the comedy clubs, including my video from
Hell yeah.
Gas City.
Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking hell yeah. Let's throw it on here.
Let's go, Sean D. Dude.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. I think having the mic and having us all come together and be able to like do our material every week and work on what we're doing every week. I don't know why I just started doing it with the we all with the babies here. No, but doing our material every week and getting a chance to have somewhere to go up where we have friends and we have people and we know this is going to be a place that's supportive regardless, and people will give me good feedback because that's one of the things I think is important is like, hey, what do you think of that for real? Don't tell me, oh, you did great tonight, but if you didn't like that, like your set this last week, Michael, I fucking loved it. I loved it. It was very dark, but like it felt very pointed, and you were like so on it. You were on everything you were doing really well.
Well,
so I really appreciate
feel like I needed a win after, I had like a rough couple weeks. I'm like, I need to get back to it. But honestly, the thing is, I need to put, we were talking about it. I was saying it pisses me off, more effort. I need to put more effort into it because sometimes I don't do that and I need to. So
yeah, I think that's something that's a good thing that we all need to, that the fucking time and effort is serious, dude. Time and effort into something creative that you care about. It sometimes, and when you do something every week, like we do with the mic, you can fall into the like, well, I know what I'm kind of doing. I know what I'm doing. And you don't really, this last week, I was like, I'm doing a bunch of new shit or like a bunch of shit that I want to work on the last couple of weeks. And I've been building more new stuff. And I think that's important over time to do that. Like for the first time ever, you actually had the gay porn or Call of Duty thing.
That was something that I do. I want to try to get more like with jokes that I can incorporate that with. I want to try to bring that out. So just because it's the only thing I could try to think of that makes me kind of stand out as a comic amongst us too. Yeah, it was something I thought of that I didn't really see anybody else doing. So I kind of wanted to try to incorporate that as much as I can. And like you had said, the idea about Dimitri Martin, which I love. I love. So like if I could find a way to make that my own style of thing, and with the COD and the GP, I really do feel like that was, I think it's just like my own turn of that, and I love it a lot.
Well, so we do have Harvest Fest coming up, so make sure you guys come out to that October 4th, of course. But as always, come out to the Highmark. We're going to be there every single Thursday. The doors open at 7 p.m. It's open before that, but we just say that because that's when we start playing music. And then, of course, the comedy starts at 8 p.m. We have people sign up. Last week, we had 15 comics. We had comics came from Indy. We had Whitney White, who was on the podcast last week. She came out. Very nice, very funny. I liked a lot of what she had to say. Kevin was really funny this week. We've had some great people come through. So if you want to see comedy live and you're like, but I don't know if I want to spend $5, all right, whatever, $10 or whatever. Okay, come out and do the free show. And then once you see how good everybody is, because I guarantee you're going to see how good people are, you're going to want to come out to these other shows.
100%.
So come out and do that. I want to thank you so much. First off, I've been Jordan Grainger. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Of course, my co-host today has been the great Sean
D. Follow me online.
Funny.
Sean D is funny on socials.
Everywhere. Go up, find Michael Howard Comedy on Instagram. Go follow him over there. Do everything. Kaleb Sample, aka OddUnique. Go find him on everything.
Absolutely.
I think OddUnique is the Instagram handle.
Yep.
So.
Yep. OddUnique.
And then of course I'm Jordan Grainger. Go find me everywhere too. I want to thank you guys for hanging out here on the Kokomo Press Podcast. We love you.
Peace.
Thank you for watching the Kokomo Press Podcast. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, and tell all your friends about it, because when people know about us, we get to continue to bring new, great, exciting things to you. And if you really want to support us, you can actually go on to Facebook and you can become an official subscriber. It's only $4.99 a month, and you get a lot of access to us. You get to tell us good jokes, tell us all things you want to, and you're going to get access to new videos, merch, all kinds of things. And if you just want to support us in another way, maybe wear a shirt, wear a hat, something like that, check out kokomopress.shop. It's a brand new store we have set up. It's got all our merchandise needs. It's going to have limited run t-shirts, limited run hats. Go check it out right now. Thank you so much for hanging out with the Kokomo Press on the Kokomo Press Podcast. See you soon. 2 kisses.
Hey, this is Kaleb Sample. Thank you for watching the Kokomo Press Podcast, and anybody who thinks that I won't come for that fucking belt, I will.